welcome back to the channel, Patonistas. Today I've got 20 gift ideas that you can knit off your knitting needles or crochet with your crochet hooks. Now, even if I just looked at this book alone of patterns from Emu of Knitted Novelties, that would actually give you 76 different patterns within it. So I could clearly just go through one pattern book, but that doesn't seem fair. So I'm going to pick and choose a few from each of these. But certainly if you go looking for some of these on reselling sites, you'll obviously be able to pick up even more gift ideas for you to knit or crochet. So let's get started. These are quick ideas that you can knit up, often with odds and ends. Let's turn on the pattern cam. After all, that's what we're here for. So let's start off with a pattern from Bellmans. Now it's probably from the 1960s, it was 1 shilling, so pre-decimalisation certainly, which in the UK was in 1971. And this is a pattern for DK knitting, so again fairly quick knit, and it's one for hats and scarves. So let me show you a couple more of my hat patterns, and some of these you can actually crochet. So it's not all about the beanie. Apparently this year there's a rush on balaclavas. Now who knew that they're trying to search for them? Have I missed some trend on TV or film that everyone's trying to replicate? But anyway, it doesn't matter. They may be the gift knit that everyone wants this Christmas if no one can find them in the shop. So here we've got the Wendy pattern. It's 1814. This one's lovely because you've actually not just doing beanies, you've got a lovely crochet hat there with some bobbles and some other sort of soft brimmed hats as well. Moving on, we've got accessories book, and actually this gives you some more hat patterns, some more scarf patterns. We've got some dickies, which I believe are coming back into fashion. So you've got your gloves, mittens, you've also got some slippers, some socks, so you know you've got probably all of the classic gift knits in this accessory book. Now the next pattern book is actually called Treasures, and it really is a treasure book. It's got a chest full of over 40 rich ideas, it says, but it's got some wonderful ideas, and these actually have items that you can knit and crochet, so you can pick and choose. I'll show you the crochet frog. And the knitted bird, because you know you always need a crochet parrot to put on your shoulder, and it's that time of year that clearly you can't be without a teddy bear knit. So this is a wonderful teddy bear selection, and focusing on what you can dress your teddy bears in particular. And this was a Sirdar pattern. It's called Teddy Bear Parade, and it really is a parade of lots of different outfits, and it's wonderful. So on the pattern cam we now have some gift knits that were actually published both by Hermit Patterns but also for Woolworth at the time, and these are actually copyrighted 1971. They have some wonderful ideas, particularly for the toy knits in here. You've got clearly the Man from Mars, which I just absolutely adore. You've also got a hobby horse in here. Maybe not quite the quickest of knits, that one might take you a bit longer unless you do it in chunky wool, of course. Cute things in terms of the draft excluder here. It's been made as a crocodile. Moving on, we got some patterns now for what you may knit for those action men or dolls. First one is Robin 2715. The doll one is 2373. There you can see a number of different outfits that you can knit or crochet. So again, little maybe stocking fillers. This has a number of interesting patterns. One of them is for golf club cover. So if you've got a golfer in your life, there's definitely some patterns in here. However, if you really want to go to town with golf club covers, there's literally a book you have to buy. It's not vintage, but certainly one I'd recommend. It's called Knitted Golf Club Covers. It was knitted by or produced by Susie Johns, and it's got some wonderful items in there. Some of the other wonderful things you can see there. You've got the bags, you know, you've got your oven gloves there. You know, hot water bottles, but I'll show you some more hot water bottle patterns I think are excellent. This one's obviously made from granny square, so again another one that you can crochet. So I promised some more tea cozies and hot water bottle patterns, and I've got two here. Both from Sirdar, both from the 1960s, maybe even the late 50s. Here they promise super fast to knit or crochet. So do you know someone that hoarded all those toilet rolls last year? Do they still have a hoard of them at home if you've gone round to visit? Well, this pattern allows them to cover those toilet rolls, because you know you don't want to get them dusty, that would be a waste. This Emu pattern, it calls itself Knitted Novelties. Again from the 1970s, it was called B23, but it's got a good variety. What did you think of the 20 gift ideas? But I said we had 20, but I'm actually going to give you a bonus item. Number 21 is going to be for your wine bottle aprons and those wine glass holders. Hopefully that gives you some ideas for your next gift knits. Maybe get you started, or for that person you can never think of something, going back to vintage patterns, sometimes just spark another idea of what you can knit for someone. What are you knitting on? I'd love to hear. I've just finished crocheting this lovely shawl and I'm currently working on the National Knit a Sweater month for November. Hope you're having a go at it too. Always good to set yourself a challenge along the same time as you're trying to do all those gift knits or crochets, but always good to have a go at something new and have something on your knitting needle. So until next time everyone, stay safe, stay healthy, keep knitting or crocheting, and see you soon.